Oh, it is so good to see you. Why? Well, it was a sunny day, but now it's raining. Let's hope the rain stays off. Today, I'm not doing a food review. But saying that, I wore a tablecloth just so we can stay in theme, if you like. I've got to address an elephant in the beer garden. Now, there isn't an elephant in the beer garden, but unfortunately, there's a couple of things online which is all about Gary Eats, and if you like, it's created a little bit of an interest, on good and bad, within the channel and on emails. So I think it's right that I address it with you. I explain everything about it and just put it to bed. You know, that's what it's all about. It's putting it to bed and saying, right, that's it, that's the end of it. And you guys will then fully understand the situation and the circumstances, and hopefully it can stop an awful lot of negativity that's creeped in. And you know, I understand that, and it happens, but you know, I'm on social media, so that, you know, that's going to happen, isn't it? But some of it has got very, very nasty, and yeah, I'll go through the details and I'll tell you what it's all about. So what's it all about? I will tell you. There's one particular video on YouTube, okay, and it is sort of titled Gary Eats YouTube Earnings. Now, I've got to tell you, the video itself is a very nice video, and I've got to say, if it was a promotional video, I'd be like, whoa, that's really good. But there it has a little bit of spiel about me and what have you, which is very, very polite, and I've got to say that. Then it goes through some analytics, and on the analytics, some of it is completely right, and it says how many subscribers the channel's got, how many views it gets a month, etc., etc. But at the end of it, it turns around and says, well, Gary earns on YouTube $19,000 a month. I wish I was earning $19,000 a month on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not. Now, if you've tuned in here to sort of say, oh, how much does he earn? I'm not actually going to say that, but I am going to give you some detail, because I think it's right that we'll give you the detail. So, when you look all the way through, it's very, very polite, it's very, very nice, but the end part of it is inaccurate. And what this has done, it's actually got quite a few people coming out of the woodwork. Now, I actually looked at the video and I saw some of the comments, and most of them are from you guys, and your replies are so nice, and I really, really appreciate that. There's one or two negatives in there, but that happens. But the majority are very, very nice. But then comes the issue. On the last couple of videos I've put up, it's created a fair degree of negativity, and that's no coincidence. You know, I've had people turning around to me and sort of saying, Gary, you're going to these places and you're getting paid to do reviews. Rick Stein paid me the other day, apparently. Pretty sure Rick isn't going to do that for me to do a review. Other people have sort of said, yeah, you go and you never pay for the food and all the rest of it. There's a couple of things I assure you. One, I never get paid reviews. I would not do them. And number two, I pay for every meal. There's not one video that's gone up there that I have not paid for. I've paid for every single meal. So what's happened is I've had an incredible number of emails, way more than I normally get. I get a lot of emails, but this has gone completely mad, and they are really negative. People are coming out and saying some very nasty things and all the rest of it. Now, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm on social media, so yeah, people are entitled to their opinion. And it's also crept into the channel as well, where certain comments have come in and they're not nice either. Now, I've got to tell you, if I was earning $19,000 a month, I would be in the Bahamas. I'd be having a great time. I'd be on the beach. I'd be watching cricket. You know, unfortunately, that part of it isn't true. It isn't true. And the whole part of this channel, the point of us doing this channel, was for me to spend some time with my son. And that's, you know, what it was all about. And the channel has grown, and it's grown and grown and grown. Now, there's another YouTuber, a guy called Gareth, bald foodie guy, smashing guy, and exactly the same thing happened to him. You know, exactly the same thing. I'm a bit lucky because I think there's only sort of 2 platforms out there discussing it. I think he had 4. And Gareth addressed it and put it to bed. And I actually asked Gareth permission if it's okay to use his name. He said yes. So Gareth, I really, really appreciate that. And, you know, from my point of view, I just need to clarify. Yes, we are now making money out of YouTube. Now, a lot of these comments are coming through, in the emails are coming through in regards to whenever we go to sort of high-end restaurants. Now, from the very beginning, and if you take a look back, we've done all different price points. In the beginning, I went to Heston Blumenthal, for example, had Michelin-star fish and chips. Now, we go to low, middle, high-end. We try to showcase everything that's out there, everything that's available, and we just try and mix up the content so you can see different restaurants and different price points, and that's what we try and do. Just show it a bit of interest and, you know, just change things. You know, you've got to keep it exciting, you've got to change it. And by the way, I actually don't mind eating in the high-end places most of the time. Sometimes they're a bit disappointing, but you kind of don't mind that. I understand I'm going to get criticism at times. You know, I make mistakes. What was it the other day? I was at Rick Stein's and called the second biggest harbour an estuary. You guys came in and nicely came in and said, Gary, you are aware it's the second biggest harbour in the world? Well, I did a bit of research and my research was completely wrong. Constructive criticism, I love all the time. If you can help me improve, that's great. I'm always mispronouncing things. You come back in, you say, Gary, you mispronounced that. So for the future, I can actually change it, you know, so I pronounce it right. You know, sometimes I have problems pronouncing my own name. But please, what I'm looking for is the negativity to stop. And I'm not talking to everyone. You know, 99.9% of people are so nice in the comment section. I love that part. You know, I love the comment section. I reply to every single person. I've also got someone turning around and saying, because you earn all this money, you don't reply to people. I don't know how that works either, but I love the comments in there. And if I do something wrong, please pull me up and say, Gary, you actually got that wrong. And I will try and improve, because it is all about improving. You know, I'm not perfect and I make mistakes, and yeah, put it right and put me right and what have you. So I've got no problem with it. Now, the good news is the channel is generating. So it is, if you like, making money. So it enables us to actually go out and pay for things. You know, we can pay for the food, we can pay. And it's not just coming out of my pocket. So going forwards, okay, the income coming in from YouTube, that has helped. And I'll tell you what else it's helped with. It's helped with my personal circumstance. And for those of you who don't know, unfortunately, my mum's not very well. And that has really helped me personally. And it's given me a little bit more of my life back as well, and obviously it helps my mum as well. So it's kind of changed things family-wise, if you like. That's a real plus, and that is a massive, massive plus. But all in all, I have got to say, the figures they are talking about are ridiculous. It is mad. You know, $19,000 for a month's income. Yeah, I really wish. And do you know what? If there's other YouTubers out there earning that kind of money, good on them, you know, because a lot of work goes into this. Do you know, you've got to bear in mind, it's not simple. You're travelling, you're going out, you're doing journeys. I've been to Ireland, I've been to Cornwall, I've been to Whitby. You know, so you're doing a lot of travelling. That costs money. Then you're going into the restaurants, and as I said earlier on, I pay for everything. Do you know, all the food, nothing's free. So you have to pay for it all. Then you travel back. So it is quite time consuming. But I'm not knocking that. You know, please don't think I'm knocking that in any shape or form, because I love doing it. You know, that gives me and the cameraman time together. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you think that you just rock up and just have something to eat and that's the end of it. It isn't. Of course it isn't, because then obviously you've got the travel back, then you've got the upload, download, the editing, all the rest of it, and then obviously reply to all the comments. So it is quite time consuming, but I'm not knocking that in any shape or form, because I love doing it. And I really enjoy doing it, the cameraman enjoys doing it, so there's no hardship in that, because it enables us to spend time together, as I keep saying, and that's part of it, that's part of the fun. I'm not silly, I'm online, and I've got to accept negativity sometimes and all the rest of it, but this has gone a little bit too far. So I just want to kind of draw a line under it and say, guys, look, if you're not happy and you're not happy with me, don't send me an email. Please don't send me an email. You know, don't put negativity up on the comment section, because it's not warranted, it's not needed. You know, I just want to go back and do the food. I enjoy doing the food. I love doing the food. I love showcasing what's there, and you know, I tuck in and all the rest of it. And yeah, that's what it's all about, and that's what I want to do. Now, what I want to talk about is something else. Something so good. And just wait there. It's finally arrived, presented to Gary Eats for passing 100,000 subscribers from YouTube. Yes, yeah. It's not quite the European Championships. Unfortunately, England didn't bring it home, but I've got my trophy and I'm overjoyed. And I tell you what, that is down to you. That is down to every single one of you. I cannot tell you how grateful I am, and the cameraman is, for your support on this channel. You've subscribed to the channel, you watch the videos, you comment, you share, you like. That, I can't tell you, honestly, I'm so grateful to every single one of you. Thank you very, very much. They also sent me a letter. What does the letter say? Do you remember your 100th subscriber? I certainly do. Do you remember your first commenter? Do you know I do? Yes, I remember it was a lady in Germany who actually commented on a video, Black Bear Burger, I think it was. That was the first comment I ever received. No, I was like, oh, I've got a comment. I can't believe it. I've got a comment. What have you? It put such a smile on my face. Do you remember your 10,000th? Yes, I was out in Norfolk and that was a great day. That was so good. But this is down to yourselves. It says here, will you remember your 100,000th subscriber when you hit your 1,000,000 subscribers? Yeah, don't think that's going to happen, do you? But this has put such a smile on my face, and this is all down to you. Thank you so very much. Now, we said we're going to do something very special, okay, for when we hit 100,000 subscribers, but it came up on us very, very quickly. So we have something really special planned. Not a video, it's a section of videos. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to come up in the next couple of months. I can't tell you how excited I am. These are not going to be your normal videos. These are going to be fantastic, and it's not going to be 1 or 2 or 3, and excuse me, a little fly annoying me there. They are going to be awesome, and trust me, these are really going to be awesome. Really can't wait. It's going to come up in the next couple of months. It takes a little bit of planning, unfortunately, so bear with me on that. But yeah, really, really can't wait for that. Now, what have I got coming up? I've got a video coming up. After everything I said in the very beginning, to me, I think I might get a little bit of stick on this one, but this one's going to be fun. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. Can't wait for that. On this video though, I'm actually not going to reply to comments. Still love to hear your comments. I really, really like to hear your comments. However, I'm not going to reply to them because it's not about food, and it isn't about food. But I will read every single one of them, and you will know that because I will leave a like for every single comment that's there. So, you know me, I always appreciate you commenting. Now, this week we're going to be going up north and travelling around, which I was really looking forward to, but the Muppet across the way from me, he's not a Muppet, but unfortunately he's been really unwell, very unwell. So it's restricted us slightly, but I've got some very interesting places I'm going to over the next 2 weeks, and they are all north of Watford. So they are a bit further up the country, so that's really good. But unfortunately, again, circumstances happen, don't they? You know, and yeah, and, you know, it gets a bit of man flu, and that's it. Oh, I can't do anything. I'm dying. Oh, it's no good. Oh, yeah. Typical, just typical. As that happens, he hasn't been very well, so I'm being a bit naughty there. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. I'm not sure anyone's going to do that on this video, but now I've got to go. I'm in a bit of a rush. I've got my chauffeur waiting outside. He's taking me to my Learjet. I'm off to the Bahamas. As if. Once again, thank you so very much. Bye-bye. I'll bring that back into the bar.